yesterday. Since yesterday, there is an improvement in shifting, but slipping is absolutely there. There is no way that anybody can avoid the slipping. But if there is a knack to retain the gears, but unfortunately, when it is running, the gears are just slipping down. When you're running on the cruising on 40 or 40, 50, between 40 and 50 or lower than that, there's an automatic neutral which is happening in all the top speed. And luckily, there is no seepage and leakage on this gearbox, so first thing go is, let me just try a basic old trick, which is loosening up the flanger and installing the neutral lever back. This is the basic trick which you need to follow before even ending up opening the entire gearbox. This saves your time and your money as well. First thing is try one. What we need to do is this is third, this is neutral. Unfortunately, there is now let me just lock this up and see if there is a change in the shifting. If this doesn't work out, then the ultimate is to reopen the gearbox and pull up all the lay shaft and see how it spin it one more. Unfortunately, there is a neutral which is working on in between second and third right now. It's a clear indication that then it needs a replacement. I'm still trying to save on the expenses because working on this gearbox is not a visible thing, because the moment you open, this is all original right now. Now this is okay. It's kind of fitting in okay. Let's try to roll some dice and see how it works. Right now, if this is sorted out, the major thing is the bike owner has actually spent a huge amount of money. 30K is not a small amount, specifically in this situation. And the mechanic who had to work on this would have shown some kind of courtesy in doing it. But this wouldn't have happened. I mean, like, this would have gone somewhere else. The bike owner wants to go for a good ride, but he's scared that things wouldn't work. What if the bike congs off again on the street? Because it has had an evidence and like nature of giving up or dying on a long run. And yesterday the entire wiring was done. Like the wiring was done, but there were a few things which were done, and wrong connections to be were corrected. Now I don't see any reason of this bike, giving up or sleeping over a long ride, which is supposed to be a pleasurable ride. So technically, according to my understanding, the bike owner wants to go for a long ride, maybe to Araku. But if he has to go to Araku Valley on this beauty, we'll have to do some tweakings or maybe replace the gears. Replacement of gears and lace shaft is absolutely required. But if trying to save some few quids or cents over, not cents, few rupees or maybe thousands on the machining, pulling over, because this will not be done just like that. It's not an overnight ride, because this 4-speed gearbox has a very, just to remove the gear selector is right behind the third step, so outer cover, inner cover and the body. So it has a very less space to spin, movement. The movement of your hands gets restricted. So la-da-dee-la-da-da. We are done with the current settings. And once this is handled properly, then we can go. I'm just locking the entire neutral reverse spring system, so there is less movement here. always remember one thing. Whenever you want to fix the paddle, it has to be like this. Sometimes I've seen people having the shifter like this, or it has gone down. No, it when you put it flat, it has to be horizontal. That's it. There is no incline decline position on it. So this is the right position for locking up the shifter. Now the shifter is getting fixed. I know this is just a fix and see. I'm just trying to fix the gearbox so that the biker doesn't end up spending more, the bike owner. And it's metal until unless you don't do some changes. It's a easy practice when you open, change, and then send it across. And what is the use of knowing, exploring your knowledge? Anybody can. It's an easy job. Anybody can open it and do it. Change, voila, done. But why not use your brain and do it? So now I'll just go for a spin. I'll spin the bike. Perfect. Now the shifting has become more smooth, and I think I've done justice to my knowledge. And now it's time for looking at the timing gears for working on the lashing sound. So since I just went for a spin, came back, the gearbox and all. Anyhow, this bike needs a oil change. The first thumb rule is to